Cream every morning at 560theanswer.com.
Only the biggest stories, only the biggest guests, and only the biggest opinions. This is AM 560, The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy. We're coming to you live from Tiege Hanley in Chicago, part of our AM 560 Signature Bank Business Tour. And we're pleased to be joined by Kelley Thornton, who is the CEO, founder and CEO.
That's right.
Of Tiege Hanley. This is incredible. Also, I have been retained as a spokesmodel, sort of going back to my...
Of you. Going back to your roots, really.
Going back to my runway days a little bit.
You used to be a Victoria's swimsuit model, right?
I'm a crossover artist. There's no question.
Oh, yeah. Here comes Dan. Oh, yeah.
So,
he's hot. He's sexy.
So men's skincare.
That's right.
Men's skincare. Give us the idea that you had to serve this market.
Yeah, it just happened one day when my wife looked at me and said, Kelley, you're not getting any younger.
That's nice.
You don't want to get traded in for a new model.
How are things going at home?
Exactly. Great, actually, now that I'm using Tiege Hanley. I went down to Nordstrom one day to buy myself some new shoes and ended up in the men's grooming department, walked over to the grooming counter, and the lady behind the counter said, "What are you using?" And I said, "What do you mean, what am I using? What should I be using?" She pulled out, some toners and some scrub and some moisturizer, and I honestly had no idea what she was talking about.
And how many years ago was that?
That was about 2015. So I said, "What should I be using?" She said, "Well, I've got something really good here for you underneath the counter." And she pulled out something. She said, "This is BB tint. It's really hot. You should try it."
And it's like $150 a dollop.
Exactly. It was, and honestly, I was embarrassed. I had no idea what was going on. I said, "Yeah, give me some of that stuff." I walked out of there, and I said, "We can fix this marketplace. We can make it simple. We don't have to spend a lot of money, and we can figure out how to get guys what they need to look good and feel good about themselves."
Wow. So you started this, and just tell us, it's three process. A wash, a scrub, and then the lotion.
Yeah, we really think that, following a routine is an important thing. It's like guys going to the gym or brushing their teeth every day. All you need to do is wash your face with something that's meant for your face and not for other parts in your body, and put a moisturizer on. It's really, really important to protect your skin with a moisturizer that has an SPF. We have a great moisturizer that has an SPF in it. And, my partner, Rob, who's a college roommate of mine, his father died young with melanoma. It wasn't, we didn't fall into the whole skin cancer thing until a little bit later on, but we realized that it's important for guys to take care of their skin. So wash your face, put on a good moisturizer with an SPF, repeat again at night with a moisturizing cream before you go to bed, and you're good to go. And it will make a difference. Women have known this for a long time, and us guys are just getting into it.
Now, not everybody is comfortable with their beauty the way that I am, and doesn't want to be considered sort of a metrosexual. And so how do you market to guys who are like, skin creams and eye creams? Right. What are you talking about? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you get the word out? Because it's not like we were talking off air. It's not like you're sitting around watching the tournament and you guys start talking about skincare.
Right. Well, there's a couple different things. First is, we are really trying to help guys look and feel good. We know that, when you feel good about yourself, and you take care of yourself and you feel good about yourself, it helps all around. And so it's an important thing for guys to want to, take care of themselves and to feel good about themselves, go to work every day, compete in the marketplace. And so we talk about that, but we also talk about the importance of just, protecting your skin against skin cancer. So, they're two important things that we talk about every day. We're out on the internet having that type of conversation.
Yeah, talk about how you market, because it's really interesting using social media, online influencers, and really marketing online. I've seen some of your YouTube ads now recently, and just talk about how you build audience that way.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big conversation out, in the online marketplace about what it's like to be a guy, a big, broad kind of conversation that goes on, what it's like to be a guy and why it's important to take care of yourself. And our partners in this business, myself, Rob, and Aaron Marino. Aaron Marino is a YouTube grooming fitness influencer, and he talks about what's important for a guy to do to take care of himself and to stay in good shape, and how to be a man, and and how to take care of himself. So he talks about this online every day, and we help guys understand the concept.
Now, he's not one of those influencers whose parents bribed to get him into USC. He's not one of those kind of influencers.
No, actually, he's not that type of guy.
Well,
Okay, good.
with this whole, selfie generation, you're attracting a lot of millennials because they look at their selfies and think, "Uh-oh, I'm getting some crow's feet, I'm getting some lines, and getting the number 11 in between."
Exactly.
You're familiar with the number 11 in between?
No, this is all frozen now. I got Pelosi up here. Now I'm using the skincare below to deal with the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, young guys just, they're on their phones all the time,
Yeah.
and they're taking selfies, and this, social media today, it just has elevated the whole, the whole me generation, and it's important to look good. So we average, actually, our average age of our guys around 30, but we're pretty equally distributed between, that 30 to 55 and the 30 and under. Our biggest cohorts are younger guys, and that's just because, we're on the internet, and that's where they are, and they're open to it. I mean, younger guys are open to taking care of their skin. So
Yeah, Dan.
Well, I'm a young guy taking care of my skin. That's the whole point. Here's the thing. I just so people get a little bit comfortable, too, I think it's important to note, I mean, you just started this company a couple of years ago.
That's right.
And it's exploded. So it's not like anybody who wants to try your product is a pioneer or should feel uncomfortable about it. I mean, this is worldwide.
That's right. We ship to 108 countries.
It's crazy.
30% of our business goes overseas. So we've got guys all around the world, and it's primarily because we're on the internet, and there's guys from both Germany and India and Southeast Asia that are following us every week. We do something really interesting. We vlog every week on Sundays, and we talk about the last 7 days of our business, how to build a brand and how to build a business. Every Sunday we blog, and we're very transparent, and we have thousands of guys. We have 38,000 guys that follow our personal Tiege Hanley YouTube channel, and they pay attention to what's going on. They meet our staff, and we've been able to hire great people out of Chicago and work with great universities here, and we're proud of that. And they follow right along. We're very, very transparent. We feel transparency is an important attribute.
One of the aspects, your office space here. This
awesome.
is an incubator. Just to talk a little bit about this, the West Town area of Chicago, and this business incubator. We spend a lot of time, unfortunately, having to talk about people leaving, businesses leaving, but you do have these incubators around the city and around the region that are providing a glide path for entrepreneurs like yourself.
Yeah, this is a great building. This is ICNC. And it's, as you mentioned, Ukrainian Village area. It's a fantastic place for young companies. There's about 200 companies in this building, and they range everywhere from, really just mom and pop startups that are working on, pressing T-shirts, and to companies like ours that have developed products, to larger companies like Farmer's Fridge, which are the famous green refrigerators you see at O'Hare and around. So and they range from guys that are just literally husband and wives coming to work and working in this building every day, to funded companies like Farmer's Fridge, and they offer great support. They have HR here, and they offer great support, and there's a whole community around these entrepreneurs, which is a really wonderful thing, and that's what ICNC provides. So we're really happy to be part of this family.
So how many skincare companies are owned and operated by guys?
Very few that we're aware of. I mean, that was part of the problem in my mind. My background's in merchandising, and there's a lot of companies out there. They're traditionally, they show these, Brad Pitt type of guys with their shirts off, with water thrown
Like
against
Dan.
them,
Exactly.
and they're, and that's how they market. They market to guys like that, and it's these big companies that are just, just not talking guys' language. But we're for guys that really understand, what it's like to be a guy, and we're shooting down the middle, not after the Porsche driving guy or the this elite athlete that climbs Mount Everest. We're just helping regular guys understand it. You got to take care of your skin.
And what about teenagers with acne? I'm very familiar with that stage in life that people go through right now.
Yeah, we're all over it. I mean, acne is a really important thing, and it just starts with good hygiene. You got to wash your face. And if we can teach young guys to wash their face and to put a good moisturizer on, and we have a great acne product that does very, very, very well for us. And it's just about, applying the right cream that doesn't dry out your face. that has the right product, the right ingredients that really nourish your skin and also controls acne, the spread of acne. We've got a great product, and we've got a lot of young guys that are using it and raving about it, and they're all over the internet talking about how great it is.
Oh, good.
And you made reference to it, but just a little bit of your background as an entrepreneur. You explained why you started this company with your friends, but your background that brought you to this and turned this business so successful in just a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, first off, luck has a lot to do with it. I have great partners, and in the right space at the right time, talking about, I think, some of the right things that guys are concerned about. But I spent 20 years in merchandising, so I really understand the retail landscape. I spent with my previous job, I owned a global design business, and I traveled the world with big global CPGs, understanding how guys shop. And guys just don't like to shop. They don't like to go to the dermatologist either. And so
or the doctor.
What's a dermatologist?
Is very advanced for some men.
Yeah, it's a little cray out there for guys to think about.
Let alone a
dermatologist. So my background was really understanding how guys shop, which is the reason why we're a direct-to-consumer company, because guys don't like to go shopping. So, one of the things we do here is we have an actual fund started by my co-founder, Rob Hoxie. He actually, everybody at the company gets a free, in addition to the health care that we provide, but gets a free annual dermatologist screening.
Wow.
We actually really believe in it. I mean, it took us a couple years to come out and really embrace the importance of preventing skin melanoma, but we do that, and it's an important part of our company, and
Super sharp. This is great. Key is Kelley Thornton. He's the founder and CEO of Tiege Hanley, where we are broadcasting live today, part of our AM 560 Signature Bank Business Tour. Congratulations on your success. Thanks for hosting us, and continued success.
Yeah, and if you want to buy the product, go to Tiege.com.
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 Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Moisturizer?
Sure. Okay.
We getting on into the chappy season.
Connect with Dan and Amy on the AM 560 The Answer mobile app. Just text the word app to 64636 to download